Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Donna. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I hope you're safe from any storms or rain or hurricanes that's coming in. Ah, I see Burl is on its way to Texas after all. After all, we got people chasing them and trying to go into the eye. That's all I'm going to say. And hopefully, our Lolly, beautiful Lolly, is safe and going to be safe, and all of our Texas people will be safe. Lots of prayers. You're in Tennessee. Good, good, good. Well, maybe you'll just get some good old rain. I used to love the rain and just sit on the porch and rock and rock and rock and watch the good old downpour. But seriously, how has your Sunday been going, Donna? You been doing good? I hope everybody's had a great Sunday. Sunday's a good day to relax and chill and all the things. All the things. I just wish Sundays was like they used to be in the good old days. I guess it's what you make it, huh? It is what you make it. uh, so it looks like it's going to storm here, but I think that's to be expected. I think it is to be expected. It's clouding up. I need to get myself in there and fix a good supper. Oh, good. You said you cooked a good roast. See, I think that's what Sunday's for, is cooking a good home cooked meal, honestly. Roast sounds good. Roast really sounds good. Good, good, good. So, yeah, I just wanted to come on here today and update. Y'all wanted to be updated on Avante Devon's case, what was happening with her, and I know there's a lot of other lives going on right now, and I do apologize. Sometimes these lives, I used to wait until people were done, but I just figured some of these lives are pretty much taken all day and 3 or 4 channels and going on and on and on. So I don't even really look who's going live anymore, and I apologize for that. I just figure if people's in there, they can watch mine later or on replay. And so that's cool because that don't give me as many trolls. That's just the way it is. And I know people's out on Sunday having their own things and on the weekend enjoying themselves. But I promise people that on this London and Blake case and Avante Devon, that I would, if I found out anything, keep you updated. And I'm going to say actually, it's been about 7.5 or 8 hours ago now, I found out a few things, so I did want to come live on it. It's nothing mind-blowing that we didn't already know, but it was some things that just come out. And I didn't rush on here to tell y'all, but because I don't have to be first. But I think it's important that you know. Avante Devon, I won't call her the mother because that's what they keep calling. Hey, Lacey, that's what they keep calling her in the news. And adoptive or not, she is not the mother. She is not a mother. Hell, I think she honestly killed her own mother, and that's my opinion. I think they don't have her charged with that right now because right now, like that cop said at the press conference, somebody did ask that, so Smiley's not the only one thinking that could be possible. You know, there are people out there and the news reporters thinking that as well. But like the LE said, he thinks they have plenty, you know. I know it's unfair because her mom was in her 90s, but yeah, I'm not the only one thinking that. Listen, Avante Devin, again, I won't call her a mother because she was not. She never deserved any kids. What the heck? Huh. She was the adoptive mother, though, for whatever reason. However, she got her hands on these kids. We heard in this case 3 different agencies from the Department of Family and Children in several different states say she fooled them. So I guess we cannot even blame them to an extent. Maybe we can, maybe we can't, but right now it's a little bit too late for that, and I won't go there. What I'm saying is this lady is not crazy. She's very competent, and she really knows exactly what she did, is doing, and she did. Yeah, Lacey says she did it for the money. Yep. But however she got these children, she got them. She fooled everybody. Everybody. Oh, and she was above the law for a while. She was above the professionals for a while. It does happen, folks. I keep trying to tell y'all this. People say, people can't get away with this. You think they're going to get away? You think people smart enough? Look at her. Would y'all have thought she was smart enough? If you're going to go by looks, would you think this lady was smart enough? Y'all keep patting these suspects on the back, okay? Keep putting your arms around these suspects and loving them and loving them. They wouldn't do that to their kids. I know these suspects. I've been with them. I've been to eat dinner with them. I've been to their homes, honey. Y'all just keep that shit up, okay? They can't outsmart everybody. Hey, Tony. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you're not late. Smiley's just getting started. I try not to, but then I get so passionate and I think, ugh. Hey, Millie. See, Smiley can get good at this, but God knew not to give Smiley certain types of jobs. God said, Smiley, it's good enough just to get behind a computer and run that mouth I gave you and use that brain I gave you. I can't ever put you in a position of the law. No, ma'am. I can't do that. Anyway, but whew, sorry, I don't ever mean to get off, but I do get a little whatever you want to call it. Hey, Miss Mary, Mac, I haven't seen you in a while. Wow. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, as long as I don't, Millie said. I won't, honey. I won't. Just like I got that job one time when I was teen at the airlines. Honey, I got it. My grandma didn't want me to go, so she told them, no. She took the call for me and told them, no, it wasn't meant to be, because you know why? First of all, I wouldn't have had my kids and the beautiful grandkids and yada, 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 yada. It wasn't meant to be because, number one, Smiley would have been gone. I would have been gone. I would have traveled this world. But there ain't no telling what Smiley might have got into. So, yeah, thank God for unanswered prayers, I guess. Anyway, Lord have mercy. Hey, beautiful borrowed angel. Good morning. I hope you're feeling better, honey. All right, let me get to the story. Y'all say, Lord, what is this woman talking about? I jibber jabber a lot too. But anyway, back to the story. Okay, what I found out about 7 or 8 hours ago about Miss Avante Devon. Again, I was just saying I wasted all that time and just said I would never call her a mother. However, she fooled the system, and she did. Like, we can't really blame CPS, I guess, because she fooled, as we heard, 3 different systems, 3 different states. She fooled them, okay? She got the kids. Can't do nothing about it now, unfortunately. Basically, that's what I said. It took me 10 minutes. Sorry. What I found out that was so disturbing. Now they're saying she had one of the other 5 kids in this case to go, and some of this you might trigger. Please don't have your kids in the room. That she accused, she went and, I'm sorry, she went and had one of the kids, other 5 kids, go buy the tools and dismember Blake's body. She told that kid, if it ever gets out or you ever tell, I'm going to pin this on you. She forced them, the other children, to help dismember him, and the other in London too. Help them dismember their siblings. And if they did not help, she would absolutely pin their murders on those siblings. She threatened them. She intimidated them into doing this horrific, horrible crime for her. You don't believe it? I do. Because as we went over this before, it was already noted in the court records and through CPS when CPS got involved. I'm not even going to say she's a nutcase because I don't think she's a nut. She is the devil. She's an evil devil. That's right, Millie. Avante recruited a family friend. Now that's the fruitcake right there. She recruited a family friend to act like they were Blake when the CPS, Department of Social Service, whatever, they need one damn name, okay? Whenever they come out, to act like that they were Blake. To act like they were Blake. So Avante is very aware. I'm not even going to say in my opinion, because I know with the sense the good Lord gave me, she knows exactly what she's doing, and she is not crazy. She's very calculated and evil, and she deserves no mercy whatsoever. Now, that may be my opinion. Well, Tony, I'm making it a hashtag. Let's make it a hashtag every time we speak of this evil person. We can say Smiley made it a hashtag. Avante Devon is 63 years old, of Fayetteville. And again, if you don't know this story, she was arrested finally on June 23rd, 2024, in the death of London Devon and Blake Devon. She changed their names, first and last names. And see, she changed her name too. That wasn't her name either. All 5 of the children were adopted. Their remains found in a barrel in the backyard of another place they used to live, and proved to be the children. It was proved to be a children. Thank you, Tony. Absolutely. Let's make it a hashtag. Smiley gonna make it a hashtag. Avante forced other children in the home to buy tools and dismember them according to court records. So that is in the court records. And she also told another child in this, if you get found out, you need to take the blame. Who would dare do such a thing? See, when the Department of Services got involved, Avante got nervous and involved and recruited a family friend to impersonate her adopted son during the home visit. Looks like she's got all of her marbles to me. The whole world needs to know there's nothing wrong with this lady. She's evil. She knows exactly what she did was wrong. And she's very competent. She needs to face it all, in my opinion. And I hope to God they don't try to come out with she's mental in any way, shape, or form. The police only learned about Blake's disappearance in 2023. Now, see, this was so weird, and thankfully to the one of the children. Unfortunately, because they were trying to unalive themselves. Unfortunately, good God, this is enough to make any child, they couldn't live. You know that you're going to hear the rest, but in a short breakup. But no wonder is what I'm saying. But it always got me that Blake disappeared after London. Now the police gets involved and finds out about about Blake, and then London had been missing years prior, and then after that she decides to report London missing. I mean, what? I mean, this is the craziest thing I've ever saw. Now she's not crazy, but it's the craziest stuff. I don't get it. Hold on a minute. Okay, so the police only learned about Blake's disappearance in 2023 when one of the other children, the other teenagers, called 911 threatening to unalive himself, which in turn made police to respond and go out to the home. He then told the police he had not seen his brother Blake in 5 years. And at that time, he had a broken arm. Now the investigators were able to confirm Blake was missing since 2017 when he was 10 years old. And he was not reported missing by his adopted mother, Avante, until all this happened, I guess, in January 2024. Now, when all this shit started to hit the fan, she had the nerve, Avante had the nerve to tell them, well, I last saw Blake in 2022 when he was going to a Buddhist retreat. Are you kidding me? What? Investigators say evidence collected indicated Blake was starved to death and abused so bad until his body could no longer take the inhumane treatment, and that his health failed in 2017, and that too is in court records. Lacey, I don't think she does. She could have. I don't know for a fact. I've only heard about the adopted, or I think some of them may be foster children. I think they started out as foster, but I think they all got adopted. So I think there's 5, and I don't think she has any of her own. Her mother, she had an elderly mother that she took care of that was with her. And this is something to the effect that happened. I think she did something to her mother, but I'm okay. I guess people could be divided on this. Hey, not crazy. Or I don't know why police is not looking at this, because, well, I kind of do and I don't, because she was in the hospital under hospital care. They may go back and put more charges on her if it can be proven. Here's the thing with her mom. Let me explain this. She was in her mom's care. Her mom is an elderly lady, like in her 90s, like I said, which you expect people to get old. Okay, they live their life, they die. If she did something to this lady, mom or not, she needs to pay for it. Now, but here's the thing. I don't know how, who, whatever she got to the hospital, but when she got to the hospital, she could not talk ever again because she had a brain injury. Correct me if I'm wrong, Millie, I forgot. I think it was due to a brain injury, and she never spoke again. And anyway, she was in the hospital basically, and when she got there, Avante was in charge of all of her assets, her money, yada yada yada. Yeah, brain injury. Thank you. Okay. And I guess they had a tube in her throat and all this. The hospital started calling her daughter because she was in charge of her care and everything. Well, her I don't know if there was some fraud going on. I don't know if she's spending her money like crazy. I don't know what happened. But social services went to the judge and got a warrant, and they froze all of her mother's account. She couldn't get no money. She couldn't get her hands on nothing. All of her assets was frozen, everything. At that point, she would not answer the phone for the hospital for her mother's care. Her mother could have been dead. She wouldn't answer the phone. Nothing. Which, what does that tell you? Hey, Sarah. So they got worried. The hospital got worried in turn for her and the kids, and they sent somebody out to do a welfare check on her. She was fine and dandy, just like a piece of candy, honey. So I will believe she did something to her mom. Now, in the last, it might be 2 months now because I just started this case, but in the last couple of months, after all that went down, and they had already kind of been on to her and they had thought that they had found the bones, but they didn't know for sure at the time it was Blake and London. They had to, go through all the stuff. Because everything happened so fast once I got on this case. Absolutely, Lacey. Then her mother really passed away. Like she passed away within 2 to 3 weeks after I got on this case. Like she's dead. It made me wonder, I'm just stating, it made me wonder, I could be totally wrong. One, her mother was with her. Did she know it? Could she have been threatened, a part of it? Was she old, ready to die, ready to tell something? Did she hurt her? Or what I'm fixing to tell you, did she do this to her mother as elderly abuse too? And her mother was still fixing to tell it and she hurt her, sent her to the hospital. I don't know. I think she actually killed her mother. Now, tried to and failed, and this is the result. Okay. Because the it's in court records. This is what they say was done to the kids. I saw a video somewhere where one of the younger girls was there, and this is what they also verified. But this is in court records, police records, and everything else. There's evidence collected that Blake was starved and abused so bad until his body could no longer, have the inhumane treatment, and that his health failed in 2017. And they said he became lethargic and then lost consciousness. And she refused to get help, call 911, get any medical attention, or do anything. Then he died. It was like she tortured him, and the same thing she did with London. It's like she tortured him and she loved it. She watched him die a slow, painful death. She loved it. He died. She abused his corpse. She loved it. He was gone. She was happy as could be. Now, who was next? Was it her mom? I don't know. But she was loving all this. She was loving all this. Now, one of the daughters, or the adopted daughters, said she intimidated them, threatened them, and she was already torturing all the other children. She made them do all of her dirty work. Again, she made them buy the tools and help commit the crimes to dismember him and all the things. They put him in a barrel, and then they have on, as far as London, going back in court records, the investigator said she was missing too since 2019. She tried to say at one time, she tried to tell them she put London in a mental hospital. Well, that didn't work out for her either. They also got videos from Walmart buying red coolers, and I believe in some of those coolers was some of London's remains. And all the kids state with social services and the police that they were kept in dark, pitch dark rooms. They were starved, and they had to use a plastic container to go to the bathroom that they all shared. They had to earn their food. They were fed by doing paperwork. That's what they called paperwork. But their paperwork was to write hundreds upon hundreds of paragraphs to apologize for their behavior. Not sentences, not, I will not do this again. No, that was not what they wrote. They didn't have to write 100 sentences. They had to write hundreds of paragraphs in order to earn their food. Some kids were beaten to the point of needing medical attention, but she did not get them medical attention. She, when that happened, would use natural things like honey and just home remedies and stuff like that. Avante is charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of child abuse causing serious bodily injury, 2 counts of destroying human remains and concealing an unnatural death, 1 count of kidnapping. She remains in the Cumberland County Jail where she is being held without bond. And her next court date is, I believe, July 17th. And if you're going to ask me why does she not have more counts like for the remaining kids on child abuse and all that, I'm sure it's probably coming. They may not want to overcharge at this point yet, or because they're minors, they may not want to make the kids have to relive and go through that if they think they can get her on this. Now, I haven't even looked. Does anybody know if North Carolina has the death penalty? Because she is charged with first-degree murder. So they may even ask for it. I'm not sure. Did I look at all that? No. I have been so busy. This case happened so fast. It kind of come together so fast. So they do. Okay, they do. She may be getting that. That may be why the press conference said, when they asked about her mother, they maybe said, we have enough. They may choose to go the death penalty. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have no words. How you can be so hideous, and I mean, there's no word that don't even fit. There's no words. And then you're so evil. You know what you're doing because you're not crazy. This is what I think. And then you're going to put these crimes on somebody else and make sure they have to live with this the rest of their life. It's not enough, the torture you're putting them through. Oh no, let's give it a little bit more. And maybe they'll even get charged too. I mean, I doubt that'll happen. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but I doubt it. But or to the point where it already almost happened with the younger boy. He couldn't stand it. And I don't even know if he's the one that helped, but he tried to take his life. I mean, what in the holy moly, what, people, is going on? But she don't have a care in the world. She's a real psychopath, all balled up in one. I just don't know. I think, my God, every day I am not like that. I am not so cold-hearted, evil as what I see going on in this world. Hey, that girl 77. Yeah, evil's the only thing I can think, and I just don't even think that might be good enough. I just promised that I would come on here and update when I saw, and yeah, the children, my God. And she's going to recruit. I wonder how she recruited and talked somebody into acting like they were Blake. What does she have to do to get a young boy to act like he was Blake and talk to a professional CPS worker when they come out? Can you imagine going in private with a CPS worker, being so scared that this lady would do something to you, and going, well, what do y'all do? Well, let's see. What does your mom, do? Where have you been? Yeah, but I mean, when you're in private, and he had to be what, maybe 10? I mean, a 10-year-old boy, they're always, and I'm not saying this to be, I have all boys, but their brain is not as caught up as girls. So how could you even trust a 10-year-old boy to go in there and do that anyway? Or whatever age, but how could you do that and take that chance anyway? They're going to go in there with him separate from her and expect them to stay on the same story. So she had to think about it. What I'm saying is she had to brainwash this kid basically over and over and over and over and over. Did she have him stay over? Where was his parents at? Did she have him stay over and deprive food from him? Or what was going on there? What kind of family friend allowed that child there to do that? Hell, they should be charged if you ask me. Good thing nobody asked Smiley nothing. Y'all don't ask Smiley nothing. Smiley will tell you what she really thinks. I mean, this is the weirdest stuff I've ever heard. I mean, wow. I don't know, folks. Yeah, Lacey, and I'm just looking up at yours. No kid should ever have to earn their food. Isn't that sad? And then to think that they stayed in a dark, pitch black room and then had to share containers to all 5, 5, 4, 3, 2 was gone. I don't care how many. 1 shouldn't have to use no container to use the bathroom. I mean, what? What is going on? And I hope they get her for her mom. I do. There's a reason. Oh, I'm so glad she got caught too. There's a reason that they got a warrant and was able to freeze all them assets too. She was either taking checks, funneling people's checks through, writing, doing stuff she wasn't supposed to. Excuse me. Doing stuff she wasn't supposed to. But she sure wasn't taking care of her mama. And how did her mom? I know people fall, but I forgot. Me and Millie talked about this before on the live. The type of brain injury she had, that type of brain injury had to come from a blunt force trauma. But she never spoke again. And that troubles me. That troubles me so much. Man, it does. But I wanted to come on here and share that with y'all because that was just something new that I come across. Again, she will go back to court on the 17th of July unless something new comes up. God only knows. I don't know what else new could come up between now and then. But it could. And let's see, Sarah, while you're in here, can you put, I don't have it right in my phone right here. I don't have my other phone, and I was on that when you text me. Could you please put the name of that movie to the Dozier Boys School that you were watching, and let them know? And I don't know if they saw it, saw the movie or not, or saw my video where I went yesterday, but that's what I'm going to watch when I get off of here. Sarah found the movie and watched it this morning. There's a couple of movies on that. If you didn't see my video where I went yesterday, also, I want to tell y'all something about that. Remember when I went and I saw the one place where the chalk drawings were and everything? And then I realized, I'm like, oh my God, they must have a daycare in here or something. And I walked to the back and I'm like, yep. And now we're talking out in the boonies, okay? We're talking, okay, anyway, never mind all that. That place has been shut down and all that stuff. And, you know, body's been, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, it's okay, but whatever. If you've been in here normally, you have. Now, somebody texted me this morning. Oh, Millie, you might have not saw that. Somebody texted me this morning. Do y'all know? Because there was a number on the door also, and then they looked it up. Do y'all know that one place in the middle of everything is a autism? Let me see if y'all have the same thing coming to mind. The autism. It's an autism place. Okay. I said, holy moly. All I'm going to say to this is, did not one person, I ain't even going to say a name, didn't one person make a little trip down to Florida not too long ago? Not saying it is, not saying it ain't. All I'm saying is some weird shit is really weird. And then they sent me something else, and I sent it to somebody, and I'm like, would you please look into this? And it is I don't know if it was right there at the daycare, but there's 1,400 acres there. Of course, I didn't go to all 1,400, but I'm like, I'm like, why would anybody, Millie's getting what I'm putting down. I'm like, why would it's a residential there is what I'm saying. I'm like, and then where I thought that it was the police station, I really wasn't paying attention, but it had all that barbed wire and shit around it. Now, I'm like, why would anybody put a daycare right here and allow, listen, that's all I'm going to say on this matter. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to get off of here. I'm getting phone calls, obviously. And it always happens. It always happens. But I love y'all. I will see y'all later. Please go watch that. And I will keep y'all updated if I hear anything else on this. And I will see y'all later. Thank you for being here. Thank you for modding. Share all this. Hashtag hashtag it gets out. And also pray for all of these kids, all of them, all the missing. Bring them home. Bring them home. Ask for justice. Amen.